What is hashing, Tug Peeps? OldManTup coming at you today with our Week 2 matchup versus RTK and the Portland Timbers in PPL D2 Season 3. Now, I'm going to throw out some thank yous to... Evelyn for making our thumbnail, to Travis for genning this team, and a few of the mons 2 or 3 times, he'll understand, and to Juancito Marvel for recording our match this week. Alright, got that out of the way. So, if you didn't watch a team build yesterday, please go do that, because it'll tell you exactly what I'm rocking and why. So we look at the team. Some things we're surprised about. No Thunderous. So that's fantastic. Looking at his team, naturally, there is only one thing faster than Keldeo, one thing faster than Garchomp, and that is the Excelgor. So there's definitely a lack of speed on his team. So I think we're going to be able to exploit that really easily. So that's good. Looking at what he has, I don't want to lead Sableye because I really want to preserve that Prankster Will-O-Wisp if I need it. Things he could lead with. If he thinks I'm going to lead Sableye, he could lead with the Mega Gardevoir. I don't know what set it'll be. I anticipate an offensive fast one, but we'll have to wait and find out. Possible Hitmontop lead just for the shenanigans of being able to rapid spin immediately if he wanted to, and the intimidation factor. Rhyperior, also possible lead, and or Rocker. I doubt Heatran will be led, as a lot of my team just beats the crap out of it. Vaporeon, not a common lead. Excelgor, possible lead, which we talked about yesterday, being the fact that it gets that final Gambit and can be used to put a huge dent and or take something out turn 1. Another reason that I don't want to lead Sableye is because I believe that Excelgor's, what I just said, final Gambit would take it out turn 1. I don't want to lose it that early. So let's dive into this matchup and see what we're going to do. We are going to lead the Chomp. As we said yesterday, faking the standard lead set and or what I used last week, because I believe I led with it last week too. Now, he is going to lead with the Excelgor, and we're leading with the Street Shark here, Garchomp. Now, we're looking at this matchup, and I'm thinking, even if he has Hidden Power Ice, I really don't think he's rocking Hidden Power Ice. I really don't. Can't 2-hit KO us with much of anything. So, even if he final Gambits, we outspeed the rest of his team, barring a Scarfer. So, we're going to SD turn 1. We are going to break the taboo and set up turn 1. So that's what we're going to do. And he is going to switch out here, so I'm like, bring in Vaporeon, because I can 2-shot you after a Swords Dance. Even if it's completely physically bulky, really good chance to 2-shot it with Earthquake. And even if he's packing that Ice Beam, we've got the Yache Berry. So that Earthquake did so much damage. Woof. So he is going to Icy Wind us, and the Yache Berry pops. It does slow us down a little bit, but I don't think it's going to slow us down enough to help him in the long run. So Vaporeon is just going to stay in here, which I was really surprised by, because this is one of the few things on his team that stands in Keldeo's way of winning. And he just sacks it, so I can freely Scald from this point on. And he's going to bring out Hitmontop right round to get that intimidation off. And I'm not exactly sure what he's going to do. If he attacks me, he's going to take a lot of damage from Rough Skin. And I really don't think he's going to attack me right off the bat, because I'm still going to get a huge hit on this thing whatsoever. So I'm predicting that he's probably going to try and Toxic, predicting me to switch out into something. Did I bring anything for the Toxic? Ferrothorn. which wouldn't like it, because if I switch into a close combat, that would be GG for Ferrothorn. So I stay in and set up another Swords Dance, which you're going to see right here. I'm going to Swords Dance. I don't think he's going to attack me this turn. I really think he's going to Toxic if he has it. Or set up himself with possible bulk up. And he's just going to Toxic. So I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. And an Earthquake destroys anything left on his team because he brought no immunities. His only one being the Thunderous, which he didn't bring. So Garchomp is going to clean one-shot that Hitmontop. As much as it pained me to do that, Hitmontop is going to go down. Now, I don't really have a good reason to save this at this point. I've already beat 2 of his walls, if Vaporeon was a wall. The only thing that this would be really good for, if I wanted to save it, was to get a really strong hit off on Rhyperior, but we have Keldeo for that, and I'm not exclusively worried about that happening. I really want to find out what kind of set this Excelgor is running, and Garchomp is weakened enough to the point where I'm not really worried about keeping it around. So he's going to Bug Buzz here, and I'm just like, is that going to be enough to take me out? Because, yeah, it is. So he Bug Buzzes me, and turns out he's a Life Orb set. So I'm like, okay. Highly doubt he's running anything that's going to one-shot an Assault Vest Entei. So he does still have Heatran. So I really have to be wary about just straight up dropping the Sacred Fires right off the bat. And as you can see, he switches in, and I missed the Stone Edge, so I can't gauge what kind of set this is going to be. But we Bulldoze this turn because there really isn't... What's he going to do to me? I mean, he could Earth Power him, Assault Vest. That's not going to kill me. He could Toxic. I'm still going to destroy him the next turn. So, excuse me. Goodness gracious. So, we do go for the Bulldoze, and as you can see, it's going to pop his Shuckaberry here. And that is going to reduce the damage to about... It still does half. And that's a crit, that's why. But I'm going to lower the speed, get that 50% chance. He's going to set up his rocks here. And I really expected him to do something offensive that turn. Wasn't sure what he was going to try here, but Bulldoze is going to kill with the second hit. And there was no reason for me to not do that. No reason whatsoever. Now he's going to bring in Rorax. Entei is going to get his first kill of the season. And he's going to bring this in. Now I'm thinking... If this was a straight wall set, he would have brought it in before. Him having rocks on Heatran really makes me think this is some kind of offensive variant. So, my mind immediately, having seen Aggron sweep with Rock Polish in the most previous week of the GBA playoffs, this is going to be a Rock Polish set. Now, 2 possible things. Why would he bring it in here to set up the Rock Polish if he's worried about taking, I could Sacred Fire, get a 50% chance to burn, and why would he risk that? 2 possible thoughts in my head. Either he wants me to Bulldoze because he's weakness policy, or he's rocking the Lumberry. I am much more comfortable risking him being Lumberry and me popping it now than bulldozing him getting a Rock Polish set up and sweep through my team. So that's my thought process going into this next turn. And to me, the most safe play, barring a switch out, is to Sacred Fire, possibly get the burn, and if he has it, pop that Lumberry. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to go for the Sacred Fire. It is going to hit. Doesn't do a ton of damage because it's super resisted. We don't get the burn, which makes me really sad. But he is going to set up that Rock Polish, so Okay, don't have to worry about it there. He is going to Stone Edge, which is going to take us out. Tyrion goes down, but doing the work getting rid of the Heatran. And we're going to send out Nay, our brand new Pokemon Keldeo. Now, if you didn't watch the team builder, Nay is a modest Scarf variant. Now, even though this setup a Rock Polish, we outspeed this all the time, every time. So, not really worried about that. And I talked to him after the match. He said that he wasn't prepared for a Scarf variant, or wasn't expecting the Scarf variant. Hasn't seen any damage yet, so he doesn't really know. And Gardevoir is going to come out here. Going to trace that Justified, but I'm not hitting it with a Dark-type move, so I don't got to worry. We're going to get that Scald off, and we're going to see it do just below 50%. Now, we're going to get the 30% burn here. We couldn't get that on the Sacred Fire, which would have been fantastic against Rhyperior, but we're going to get it here. Now, this is good and bad for me, which you'll see in a minute. Had I not got the burn, I would have switched out into something else here, namely Ferrothorn. Why? Because I would be worried about him Mega Evolving, me not killing with another Scald, because it's only going to get fatter when it Mega Evolves, and I'm not getting the burn damage, so I did less than 50% with my first Scald. I'm going to do even less than that with my second one, because he's going to Mega Evolve. So, had this burn not happened, which is going to take him below half, and really put me in range of a possible 2-shot on this thing, even with the boost, I want to say, what did the count? I was like a 60-ish% chance for me to kill with this second Scald after the burn damage this run. So I stay in and go for Scald, because that puts it at really low health. Now we're going to see the Mega Evolution here, and one of my favorite shiny variants is the Black Dress Mega Gardevoir. We're going to go for the Scald here, and that is going to knock him down quite a bit. And we really low rolled on that, which made me sad. And he's going to set up a Light Screen, which really blew my mind, because I was expecting Hyper Voice to the face all day long. But we're going to see that Light Screen come up. Mega Gardevoir goes down to the burn in this league, because Keldeo caused it with the Scald. Keldeo does get credit, does not get negated because of the burn, so that's fantastic. Keldeo gets his first kill on the team. Or did it be something else before this? Shoot, I don't remember. I don't think so. But this is gonna come back out, and I'm like, he can't one-shot us with anything. Even with Life Orb, what is it? Giga Drain or Energy Ball, whichever one it has, will not kill us from the range we're at. So we stay in and go for the Scald just to get some damage off on this thing and see what he wants to do. He's gonna go for the Giga Drain. So I'm like, okay, that did a lot of damage. So that turn was just kind of poopy. Now, he does have to go for it again in order to kill me. And we're just going to switch out Ferrothorn here, because I really don't know that he's going to have anything for Ferrothorn. So that's bueno. We're max special defense, so we're just going to laugh in this thing's face all day long. Plus, we can Toxic the things, and we can Leech Seed the things. So that's bueno. So his Excelgor is slowly killing itself to Life Orb recoil, which was actually nice about that turn. He took more recoil than he healed off. So he's going to switch out into Rar here. Again, gonna go for the Toxic on the switch and miss, which is unfortunate, because an extra turn of Toxic damage would have helped me a bit here. He's going to set up the Rock Polish, and I don't want to hit him with a move that might possibly activate the weakness policy, which I'm going to next to guarantee he has, after the fact that I don't see a Lumberry pop here. So he's going to set up that second Rock Polish, so he's super duper fast now, like mega way fast. And we are racking up the residual damage between the Toxic, which would have been nice if we had an extra turn of, and the Leech Seed. Luckily, Leech Seed didn't miss. As you can see, that Earthquake is going to be doing right around half, and we're getting leftovers and Leech Seed recovery, so that's going to be really good for us. And that is going to nearly guarantee we survive another one of these Earthquakes. I'm going to guess his moveset at this point is Earthquake, Stone Edge. Now, let's pause it here for a second. Earthquake, Stone Edge, and I'm predicting Mega Horn, so he has something to really hit Cresselia hard with. And that's why he doesn't have something like... oh, I don't remember the fighting type moves this gets. Like Hammer Arm or Brick Break or whatever superpower. I don't think this gets superpower, but for instance... because Ferrothorn really stands in this thing's way. I was a little surprised if he does have the Mega Horn that he didn't use it at this point. But I guess Earthquake would be doing more because neutral damage and stab. So now you're going to see a really weird play by me here. I got the Stealth Rock set up, so that's going to hit Excelgor really hard when it comes back in. 25% damage, I think. Yeah. It's already Toxic, and it's already Leech Seeded. Leech Seeded. How do you say that? Leech Seeded? Leech Said? Yeah. It's got Leech Seeds on it. So, based off the damage we got off the last Toxic, I know no matter what, it's going to faint at the end of this turn, provided that Ferrothorn doesn't also faint ahead. And I'm not attacking this turn to kill. Not that I'm saying that I think that Bulldoze would have, but I don't want to risk it killing because I want to get that Leech Seed recovery, because Leech Seed recovery happens before the Toxic. So I don't remember what I do. I think I just Toxic or Leech Seed again. Plus, in the event he wanted to switch and preserve this, that would have... yes, whatever I just said, I missed it again. But we're going to get the leftovers. We're going to get the Leech Seed. And Rhyperior here is going to go down to the Toxic. So Landmine getting a kill in week 2, which is just fantastico. And Rhyperior is going to go down. So all he has left is this Excelgor. And I'm just waiting for the light screen to wear off, which I'm pretty sure will happen this turn. He's going to go for the Bug Buzz, and I survive like a boss. I could have went for the Bulldoze there, but it's resisted, and I don't really have a need to. Granted, it was a guaranteed hit, but Leech Seed is going to help me long-term better against this. So Ferrothorn doing the finest of work, taking hits from everything, and just laughing it off. Ferrothorn finally going to go down to this Excelgor, and the light screen is gone at this point, and even if it wasn't, Scald from here is guaranteed KO. So Keldeo Resolute putting in fantastic work this week. Yeah, we can go to the final screen. There we go. So, Garchomp got a pair of kills, Ferrothorn got a kill, Keldeo got a pair of kills, and Entei got a kill. GG RTK, thank you for a fantastic match, and accommodating the schedules. So, fantastic work there. So, we're now 1-1. We've won one game and we've lost one game, obviously, that's what that means. And we're sitting at -2 in the differential, which was really nice to climb back out of the -5 after week 1. So that was good. Really happy with the way the team performed. 2 of our Mons didn't even see the field. Mega Sableye Our new Mega didn't even get to see the field, and Cresselia, who was brought for the first week, didn't get to see the field. But Garchomp just putting in work. It was an easy click turn 1 after seeing what good work that Latios did against his team last week. So it was just really good. Really, really good. So I was very happy about that. So, yeah, guys, this has been OldManTup with the Pittsburgh Pirattatas PPL Season 3 Week 2 matchup against RTK and the Portland Timbers. So, next week, we're going to be playing our very good friend and fellow NCO member, not Fizzy Stardust, I always say that, YoFizz and the Atlanta Haluchas, who we have never beat in league format, and I think it's about time. Now, he is rocking that Tyranitar Excadrill and Politoed. So, woof. Gotta watch out for that. But, really hoping it to be a really good match between the two of us. Always have fun playing Fizz. So, alright guys, let me know what you thought about the match. What were some of the highlights? What were some of the lowlights? What could I have done differently that, you know, yeah. But anyways, guys, this is OldManTup, and we will catch you on the flip side. Peace.